Hey Wargamers, this week I wanted to give you a brief look at my towel collection. Now, this is a video that I have planned for September, but here we are. So, yeah, I wanted to just give you a look at my collection. This is really for me as much as it is for you, because I just wanted to see what it looked like all on the table here. But yeah, let's take a look. I haven't added up all the points or anything like this, but this is the collection that I've been building, since the early 2000s or so. So there's all sorts of different eras of Games Workshop and levels of painting. I'm not going to pretend like everything is painted, as evidenced by my tiger shark, but yeah, a lot of it is, and lots of different painting styles that I've developed over my time collecting. So I got my various fire warriors over here. That's about 30 breachers, a little bit more than 30 strike there. Behind them, I have a whole bunch of my characters. So there's a few different versions of a Cotter Fireblade in there. There's a few different ethereals. I have the Wargame exclusive Darkstrider in there. And then I have the Invasive Wargaming model, and also a couple different variants of that. Right, so there's like the production version down there, and next to it is a converted version that I'm working on painting up, where I've actually used the Games Workshop shoulder pad and breacher helmet on that. I think that combo looks really good, actually. Next to that is a pilot that I made in collaboration with Heresy Lab. So that's from a Kickstarter that we did a while ago, and there will be a new Kickstarter with all new models coming out soon too, so stay tuned for that. I got a bunch of devilfish behind there. These are some, what are those called? Sensor towers. Those are something that I have never used, but they make for nice terrain. We got our Riptide wing over here. I got our Varna that is half painted back there. A few different hammerheads that are in various stages of painting. I haven't really used a ton of hammerheads, and for the most part, I have, in the past, I proxied my devilfish as hammerheads, or my hammerheads as devilfish, and so I haven't ever actually got all of my tanks painted up. So, trying to remedy that right now. I got my Kroot here, of course, including the original Games Day Anchor Proc. So that's a metal model that I bought off eBay like in 2004 or something like that for way, way, way more than it was worth. It was actually my first time on eBay as a youngster, and did not really show much restraint in hitting the bid button. So that was a lesson learned there. But it also makes it one of my most prized models. I got my these are like, they're not Kroot, but they are Kroot adjacent, like Narlox from that Kickstarter last time too. I think these are really like my favorite models from that Kickstarter are these dinosaur dudes, which I just love. Then I got a bunch of Kroot hounds here. And when I got the Kroot hounds originally, like most of these are metal, some of them are fail cast. When I got those guys, I was like, why would you ever need this many Kroot hounds? And then, of course, the meta shifted to be having a bunch of Kroot hounds, so I was happy to have them. Here's my crisis suits. I got a bunch of the old ones. I got some of the new ones. This is not including my pile of shame, of course. So I actually have, probably another 12 crisis suits in my pile of shame that I haven't built for well, the reason is that I have plenty of crisis suits, so I need to get on that. Here are my broadsides. These are some converted broadsides back here. I'm using bits from Taro Model Maker to make them similar to the old railguns. I do have one of the old broadsides right there for you. That's something where I have multiple more of that. But when they came out with the new broadside kit, I said, hey, I'm going to rebase all my old broadsides. And of course, that immediately led to their ankles breaking, as it does with pretty much every time you try to do something with those old models. And just have not gotten a good solution to getting them back in working order. So those guys are in a box somewhere. And my hazard suits, I absolutely love this model. The hazard suits are some of my favorite suits ever produced by Forge World. And so I have one here that I painted up. The other one Never got painted up because I never needed it for a tournament or anything. I only ever used the one. I got some Tetras here. Got my Pathfinder wing here. Here, let's see if we can get that to focus a little bit better. Realize we're a little blurry, right? So let's see. Is that going to focus for us? Here, what if we zoom in? There we go. Ooh, this is a much better view. Let's stay close instead of getting so far away, right? Hey, we're doing it live, folks. We're doing it live. This is not a well-prepared video like my normal ones, but it's fun that way, right? So I got my Pathfinders. I got my stealth suits here. Most of my stealth suits are the old stealth suits, of course. I absolutely love those models too. The new egg boys are fine. I have 3 of them just because I was able to pick them up at some point, but my old metal dudes are the way that I like it. And you can see, like my original color palette here for these stealth suits used a color called Midnight Blue, which is, long discontinued. And so I shifted them when I repainted, when I kind of re-got into the hobby, I started painting them with this gray and black scheme to go with the rest of the force. My Ghost Keel, again, another thing that I have in the pile of shame is more of those because Ghost Keels are pretty darn good now. I have my Yvaras. Yvara's another fantastic model, something I really enjoy the aesthetic of. I picked up a second one back when they were absolutely insane, and got to use it a few times before they got their rules significantly changed. That 1 damage change to the Flamer really made a difference for them. Then we got our Storm Surge here. That does not get a whole lot of use, but it is half painted. I have my Tiger Shark, I have my Barracuda, and my Sun Shark Bomber. I also got some Wargame exclusive jet bikes that I proxied as Tetras for a time. I have my 3 Piranhas. I got a couple Remoras. I got a bunch of Vespid from the Heresy Lab Kickstarter too. I really love these guys. They are a little brittle, but I think they look really cool. Then I also got the official G-Dub versions in front of them. And then here's my Shadow Suns. So, this is my collection, not including the pile of shame, not including all the drones. Well, let's see if we can get this thing to focus, because that's just a little ridiculous how blurry that gets, huh? That's not that fun to look at. There we go. That's better. So yeah, there it is. I still got a lot of work to do as always, but I really enjoy kind of the thrill of painting these things within a week's notice of a tournament. That's really my jam. So that's often how things get painted. So all right, let me know what you think in the comments below. If you have a guess on how many points this is, I'd love to hear it. But as always, thanks for watching and happy wargaming. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. If you stuck around to this point in the video, maybe you want to join our Discord community as well. There's a link in the description below. Special thanks to all my supporters over on Patreon, but especially the folks that you see on your screen now. If you want to help make more invasive wargaming videos, consider joining our community over there as well.